Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect 3. Last we left off, finally the project had a name, even though it had a name previously in the way that it was being addressed by everyone, but whatever. Primarch Victus, you had something you wanted to tell me.
Commander?
You said one of your ships had gone missing.
Crashed, actually. I couldn't speak in front of the Krogan. Our ship went down on Tuchanka.
Cats.
Now they're pinned by an advanced guard of Reapers scouting the planet.
Psst.
What are your men doing there?
Sorry.
I'm sorry. That's classified.
Uh-huh.
But it's vital they be rescued. They must complete their original mission. It's a matter of galactic peace.
Uh-huh.
I'll do what I can.
I appreciate your help and understanding.
Sorry, the cats had decided to have a little cat fight behind me. So...
I understand this is a difficult time for you, Primarch, but Earth can't survive without reinforcements. Can I still count on your help?
If the Krogan help us on Palaven, then I give you my word.
Your men that crashed on Tuchanka, how many are there?
A platoon.
You said their mission was a matter of galactic peace. Why?
I'm sorry, Commander. As I said, it's highly classified.
Yeah? Is
Look,
it...
If you want me to put my ass on the line, I need answers.
Yeah.
I can't tell you. Please understand. The commander is Lieutenant Tarquin Victus. He'll be your contact.
Victus.
Victus?
My son. I needed someone I could trust completely.
Uh-huh.
The Solarian Dalatrass worries about what the Krogan will do once they're cured. How do you feel?
It won't matter if we don't stop the Reapers, but I understand her doubts. The moon you found me on? That's where we made our last stand against the Krogan during the rebellions. They were that relentless.
How did it turn out?
The Krogan started using asteroids as weapons, directing them against our colonies. We had no choice. The Genophage was our last resort. So yes, Krogan intentions after this war will be a serious concern, but I'd rather have a grateful ally than a resentful enemy.
They do make unusual allies, but they've been some of our best.
Reaching out to the Krogan for help must be difficult for you.
We can't allow the mistakes of our past to cloud the future.
I agree.
Your race and mine were once enemies. The first contact war, as you call it. I was there, dodging shells fired by your navy. But look at us now, standing in a ship of Turian human design, working together.
That's true.
That's all.
Of course, Commander.
His son. Hey, Rex.
Hell of a show down there on Surkesh. Just like the old days, Shepard.
You bet.
Right down to me pulling your ass out of the fire.
Excuse me?
I was the one with bullets flying at me.
And I gave you the moral support to dodge them.
Uh-huh. You said one of your squads is missing.
They were scouting out the Rachni relay. We've heard rumors of trouble in the area.
Rachni?
Thought that might get your attention. I have a favor to ask. It's big.
Don't tell me they're back.
All I know for sure is our scouts went silent as soon as they arrived. I've got Aralak Company, my best unit, on standby. You give the word, and I'll meet you there.
I'll see what I can do.
Get on it, Shepard.
I mean, you know, we did free the Queen and all of that stuff. Yeah, let's talk about what your plans are.
What will you do after the Genophage is cured?
Once we deal with the Reapers, most Krogan will want to settle a score with the Turians and Solarians. I won't let them. That isn't our path forward. This time will be different.
A lot of people will be relieved to hear that. No one wants to repeat history.
They know we probably win this time. But war has never brought us anything except misery. It's time to focus on rebuilding.
I agree.
What's the situation back on Tuchanka?
I'm still getting scattered reports of Reaper forces arriving. Something big is brewing. I won't let those things take Tuchanka. Not when we're about to cure the Genophage. My people have had enough bad luck in our time.
Back on Surkesh, it looked like the female Krogan could hold her own.
Yeah.
Our females don't lack for spirit. For males, a good show of force sorts things out. But females like to talk about it. Then think about it. Then talk about it some more. No offense.
Believe it or not, we sometimes have good ideas, Rex. You should try listening.
Yeah, but our women have so many of them. So sometimes I pretend to listen and... Well, let's just say Krogan females have tempers too.
Tempers too, huh? He's saying I got a temper? Okay.
How could there be trouble with the Rachni? They were all but extinct. The last queen promised to disappear forever or be destroyed.
I know, I was there. I've got a bad feeling about this. It may not be Rachni, but maybe it is.
You weren't there.
Could be another invasion. If they're crawling out from under some rock, you know how bad it could get. We need to stop them.
Maybe, but that doesn't resonate with my understanding of the Rachni.
That's it for now, Rex. Let's get back to work.
Anytime. And Shepard, I like what you've done with the Normandy. Got tired of always hanging around the cargo bay before. I still don't have a window like Liara does, but it's progress. Wish I could knock some heads around with you, but duty calls. If the Solarian says my DNA's important, who am I to argue?
I love you, Rex. You're just... There's so much about you that I love. Just absolutely unconditionally, you are the best. Gosh. I've missed you. It's a shame I can't take you out on any fights with me. Bleh. I'm just poking around here. Don't got any reason to.
Do you think Solarians would have a base on their homeworld secured better?
Nah, they were solid. Cerberus has Reaper tech. Compared to those upgrades, the Solarians might as well have been throwing rocks.
Yeah.
Commander, we've got new reports of Cerberus activity on Tuchanka. I've marked it on the galaxy map.
I see.
Commander, nice to see you again.
How are you settling in, Trainer?
I actually feel somewhat useful. It's been challenging to integrate data feeds for the War Summit.
How are the systems holding?
Well, I'm glad we performed stress tests.
Specialist Trainer has been extremely helpful. The accuracy of our war room data is a direct result of her work.
Thank you, Edie. I'm still getting used to all of this. In the lab, we'd hoard everything, piles of tech everywhere. Out here, it's like living out of a shoebox.
Life on an active ship always feels crowded at first. You'll get used to it.
Oh, it's not a bad thing. I've got no problems getting cozy. This is wonderful. Back in the lab, we had to hoard because we had no budget. Now, Edie, Ariake Tech uses a proprietary smart processing algorithm that could clean up our long-range data. Can we license it?
We can. Analyzing and applying the upgrade now. The algorithm should reduce long-range strategic combat data analysis time by 3%.
Impressive.
If it means getting the equipment I need, I can quite happily live out of a shoebox.
Sir Pounce, hush.
Commander, I've set up a secure communications with the Turian and Solarian governments and added their combat data to our boards. Hopefully it'll
Sir
give us some
Pounce?
idea of what's going on.
One moment, guys. Cat has decided that he needs to jump on the computer. Alright. There we go. Cat! It is not that urgent! You can't hear him, I'm sure.
The really should get behind the Alliance. They've got so much in common, like shooting things and not wanting to die, and... now that's about it.
Well, yeah.
So, bringing the Krogan to a war summit went well? You want me to invite the Batarians too? Or the Vorcha?
Are you kidding me?
Building alliances is the only way we stand a chance against the Reapers.
Yeah, but the Krogan? I'd feel better if we had a tighter plan, like time travel or teaching the Reapers to love. Still, good to have Mordin back. The bad guys shouldn't get the monopoly on mad scientists.
Really?
Commander.
Okay.
It is good you came by. I have questions about the genophage.
Okay.
You and everyone else.
Yeah.
What do you need, Edie?
A Krogan female of breeding age can produce clutches of up to 1,000 fertilized eggs over the course of a year. There are over 1 billion females on Tuchanka. If even 1% become fully fertile, they can birth 10 billion infants.
On Earth, bugs have a lot of young too. Most of them die.
The attrition rate would naturally be high, but the state has an interest in keeping the children alive for warfare purposes.
Any other cheerful thoughts?
Logistics. Even were they to side with us, transporting the Krogan to the battlefields of Palaven could prove difficult. They have been demilitarized. That is, they have no warships.
What do you suggest?
They will need Turian or civilian starships to carry them to battle. With your permission, I will make the necessary calls to have these ships in place for when you deliver the Krogan.
Do it. Anything else?
Food. They will be unable to eat anything on Palaven. They must bring their own or rely on the nutrients in their humps.
This keeps getting better and better.
The Krogan will also require sedatives, since Krogan fight with others of their kind in enclosed spaces such as starships.
Make it happen. Are there any last things you're worried about?
Nothing that demands your attention, Shepard.
Well, she brings up a lot of important details.
Mordin sent me a nicely crafted message. It seems he recalls our conversations about the Salarian equivalent of transhumans.
If I could, I'd stop you right there.
Transhumans have some of their brain's abilities, such as memory, supplemented or entirely replaced by cybernetics. Legal definitions vary from planet to planet. The Salarians embrace the concept. Humans have diverse and contentious opinions.
Do my implants make me a transhuman?
That would be telling.
What?
I'm sorry. That was a joke. You are fully human. Cerberus extensively reconstructed you, but your brain functions are organic.
Don't ever do that again.
Hello, Shepard.
You know, breaking our brain is probably not the best way to approach this, Edie. Okay. I'm sorry to keep,
There's a new message at your private terminal.
Thank you. Interrupting because of the cat to scold him while live. But, keeps getting in the fucking way. Alliance News Network information partners, Thessia Asari scientist Rana Thanoptis has died in custody, allegedly committing suicide after she was arrested for the murder of multiple Asari military officials. Prior to her death, investigators said Thanoptis spoke of voices in her head, which they believed to be indicative of her indoctrination. The voices foretold the ascension of the Asari and told Thanoptis that anyone fighting the Reapers needed to die. Thanoptis worked on a top-secret project for the former Spectre Saren Arterius several years ago, where she likely became indoctrinated. She received a pardon from the Asari government in exchange for providing research assistance on Reaper technology. Thanoptis was believed responsible for planting a makeshift explosive device that detonated at a research center, killing 5 visiting Asari military officials along with 4 civilians. The attack seriously wounded a dozen more and caused significant damage to the facility. Investigators say that they are not seeking any more suspects on the case. Do you remember that little secretary that we ran into when we were playing the first game on Vermeer? That's her. Holding the line. From Major Curie. Would you stop with that line? Commander, it was a pleasure seeing you again on Surkesh, even if the circumstances are less than ideal. It seems fate has decided our meetings coincide with galactic threats. So be it. To that end, I wanted to reiterate that STG will be there to help when the need arises, regardless of the political climate. You were there for us in our hour of need. We look forward to returning the favor. Best of luck, Major Kirihi, 3rd Infiltration Regiment, Special Tasks Group. Excuse me, Cat! Hi, Shepard. It's been a while. I'm glad to hear you made it off Earth and that Liara's with you. Getting off her old ship was the best thing we could have done. Couldn't tell you how sick I was of that cabin and of tripping over that drone. I don't even know how I kept finding me in a ship that big, even after I turned off its tracking. I dug out some interesting information for you. Talk with Glyph to sort out the data. I hope it helps, Shepard. It's getting rough out there. Farron. I can imagine he would not be fond of staying on that ship. Cat, really, do you need to? Is this something absolutely necessary for you? I'll feed you. I'll feed you my fishies. I will add more to you. I promise. Soon. Soon. Okay. I am creepy. But we knew that. Okay. Let's start with the shuttle bay. Hey, Steve!
Sur'Kesh certainly offered me a new experience.
What do you mean?
Normally, I'm not one to fly co-pilot, but when an 800-pound Krogan requests to take control of your shuttle, you comply.
This is true.
Probably wise.
Is everything okay, Shepard?
Mostly. Hey, James. Sorry, I didn't take you on that mission there.
Wonder what the hell Cerberus was up to on Sur'Kesh.
That is a very good question.
I hear we're headed to Tuchanka. Would love to see how things turn out. I'm just saying. Rex is a badass. I bet he's got some real interesting stories to tell.
Very interesting stories.
More than something else. His mouth moves faster than a frog on a hot rock in the middle of summer.
What?
Hey.
Okay. Cat! I'm so sorry for anyone wearing earphones. Headphones. If you don't knock it off... This episode has been brought to you by Interrupting Cat.
My people are sorry.
Protheans are always an enigma, a mystery to solve. I wanted to know what happened to your civilization. Why did such an enlightened race disappear?
Enlightened?
Well, it seemed that way.
And now that I am here,
I wonder what it's like waking up 50,000 years later to a new galaxy.
I believe this cycle cares too much about what other species think. Krogan, Turian, Salarian, all were primitives in my time. What good does their help do now?
We can't win this war on our own.
Then demand their help. Do not indulge their selfish requests. What will saving one Krogan matter?
If only it were that simple.
If they get in your way, destroy them.
Excuse me?
I apologize. The previous occupant of this room left traces of himself.
Huh.
I have absorbed some of them.
Yes, Grunt. He was a strong one. Maybe it's best if I let you recover.
That would be best. Did I mention Salarians used to lick their eyes? How far they have come.
Not really.
The Mordin Salarian asked if he could dissect me. I approved, but only if he could defeat me in combat first. His reply was problematic. Then he left. I do not understand that one. This Cerberus, I do not understand why your own kind would oppose you.
Well...
They will bleed the same as everyone if the Reapers are not stopped.
It's complicated.
The Rex Krogan offered me a job.
Oh?
He said whenever I tired of the easy life of luxury on the Normandy, he would give me something real to shoot at.
Like the Reapers, or...?
Yes.
Oh, well, I guess that answers my question. Unintentionally? But probably not. You see...
Kenneth, do you ever think about when we were abducted by...
No, I don't.
Me neither.
That would be an awkward thing to think about, yes.
Those FBA couplings you got last tour are still holding up. Thanks again, Commander.
Power grid is in the green.
That's good. Okay. Alright. So nothing new in that regard. And then what's...
Hey, just an opinion piece. You don't like it, don't download it.
You're saying we don't need Terra Nova.
Lose one colony, save 5. That's the math.
Someone's gonna take you seriously. The Asari Republics vote on stuff like this.
We'd all save every world if we could, but we can't.
You think you can fly on this ship, sit next to us at chow time, and then broadcast something like that? That's traitorous.
Yeah, jeez.
Hey, it's just an opinion piece. You don't like it, don't download it.
You're saying...
Lose the peace or lose your spot on this ship, Allers.
This is exactly what I was afraid of.
Thanks, Commander. What's your choice, Allers? Like you said, it's just your opinion, right?
I'll pull it.
The thing is that it's rather... While it's pragmatic to say, lose one colony, save 5, It's not an opinion piece that you need to be broadcasting out to the universe, okay? An opinion is fine, but not in a time of war like this. You need to get off.
Commander.
The cat, not Diane. Anyway. He's got Nancy because I dared to close the door to my room. And now he's stuck in here, the place with his litter box and his food. Such a terrible, horrible thing it is! So horrible, horrible! I can't believe it, the poor cat! Sorry, he's been irritating me this entire episode so far. Speaking of which, we're out of time for this installment of Let's Play Mass Effect 3. But I hope to see you next time, where we speak with more of the crew and, likely start pursuing some of the different leads that we've been given, especially going back to the Citadel. I also want to check and make sure if I didn't miss anything on Surkesh, like an inspector's office or something like that. Anyway, hope to see you then!